Thank you, Ms. Penny. Nice to have you back.
Oh, thanks.
So I'm going to say just a little bit as an introduction. So if you want to sit, you can, or whatever. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Qigong. I'm sorry that we had to stop in mid-October. We did 3 classes, the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th of October, which are all available on Zoom if you would like to watch them. And then we had to stop because my husband went to the ER the morning of the next class and ended up being admitted. And so here we are. We are going to continue working with the primordial Qigong movement form, which is what we were doing in October. We're going to start at the beginning so that anyone who wasn't with us then will get all of the instruction. And people who were with us then may have forgotten parts of it, and it'll be a good refresher. So we're here together for 6 weeks, Mondays at 11. For anyone watching on Zoom, I've got some handouts today, and I have left 3 of them on the counter in the church office by the coffee cups, right at the entrance door. If anybody wants some, please help yourself to them. And if we need more, I'll put more there. Okay. So I haven't warmed up. Well, how about that? I haven't warmed up yet today. So we'll spend a little time, as we should, warming up and releasing, clearing before we begin this form. Also, I'll show you what the first half of the form looks like, and we are going to go through one of the handouts. But let's get some movement going right away. Let's start by just shaking, bouncing in place, just to loosen up. Let go of anything that may be on the surface, any tightness or tension or stress. Okay, and let's see, what I'd like to do during these classes is let our warm-ups warm up the joints that we use repeatedly in doing this form. So we're going to be doing some turns at the waist and hips, some turns at the knees, at the ankle, a lot of ankle work. So let's begin by circling at the waist at your own pace, but we're going to go bending only at the waist, forward, side, back, side. And just move comfortably, don't strain, just loosening up the muscles around the waist, all the way around the body. One more and then change direction. You know, these forms, when we do them, these Qigong movements don't seem very strenuous. They look gentle, and they are gentle, but when you do them for 30 or 45 minutes, you feel them afterward if you've not been moving a lot. So warming up is very important. Okay, now hips. You can bend your knees just a little. Hips forward, side, back, side. One more, and then we'll change direction. And I will share with everybody, I have not been doing this form since I left in October. Partly I've just been swamped between a very sick dog and a sick and recuperating husband. I've just been swamped, and then the house stuff. But I have been walking. So this will feel fresh to me today too. Okay, yeah, feet together a little closer. And hands on the knees, warm them up a little bit. Massage your knees. Get that joint nice and warm. Encourage the synovial fluid to fill in the joint. And then if it's safe for your knees, you can rotate at the knees in one direction. This also works the ankles. And change direction. Okay, and now let's work the whole back and shoulders and arms a little bit. So remember Tai Chi position. Feet are about hip or shoulder width apart, parallel to each other, not splayed out, not pointed in. Knees are slightly bent. Tailbone is just barely tucked. In other words, we don't want the butt out. Arms hang loosely from the shoulders with a little space in here. Chin is slightly down, as if someone's pulling from up here. And this position, Tai Chi position, Wugi Pose, it allows for the easiest flow of energy throughout the whole body. Okay. So from here, remember we said the arms are hanging? We're just going to twist and let the arms go. Let them fall against the body. Gently twisting the spine a little bit. Don't force anything. We never force in Qigong. Now, the next time your right arm comes in front of the body, lift it up to shoulder level. And the other arm goes in back. You can separate your feet a little bit if that helps. So we're opening the shoulder blades, removing the shoulders, loosening the upper back a little bit. We do a lot of arm work. Okay, arms back at the sides. And let it come to us. Now I want to do one clearing exercise. My glasses are going to continue to slide off. I'm going to take them off. I can't see through them well anyway. I've got to have cataract surgery soon, so it's always something. We're going to do what's called Qi scatter. Qi meaning energy, scatter meaning releasing. So I'll show you and then I'll walk you through it. It's very simple. But the physical part is the arms come up. As the knee bends, one arm goes in front, the other in back. Up, bend again, switch arms. So that's all the movement there is. We inhale when the arms are open, we exhale when they cross. When you feel like you've got the arms and the breathing and the knee bending coordinated, then you can add two things. The mind body is that as we exhale, we're releasing out the arms and fingertips, whatever's ready to go in that moment. That's just the intention. You don't have to think about it each time, but we set that intention for this practice. Now, the other thing you can add when you're ready is an extra bounce. Let me get it right. Bounce, Bounce when we're open, bounce when we're closed, if you want to. It just makes it more of a swingy kind of thing. And as you can see, the eyes follow the hand that's in front. Releasing what's ready to go. Warming up the body too. 2 more. Okay. All right. Good. Let's take just a moment. I want to go through a handout, and I didn't bring the extra ones in here. So, okay, all right. Just a few key words for this form, the primordial Qigong movement form. And I'm going to skip a lot of them that those of you who have taken any of the Qigong classes in the summer will already know when you see them. But the power of intention is very important. Like we just said, we are intending to let go, to release during that practice we just did. And when we do this form, primordial Qigong form connects with the earth energy, the heavenly energy, the sun, the moon, the stars. It gathers those energies and the cosmic energy around us here on Earth. It gathers those energies, brings them into the body for the purposes of healing and balance. It's a very joyful form. It's very loving and joyful. And of course, now that we're starting, you'll be learning. So you'll be in your head to remember, okay, what comes after this step? What comes after this step? So you won't feel that free flow or joyfulness quite as much the first couple of classes because you're learning. But once your mind and body get hold of a sequence of several steps, then you'll feel it. And it's wonderful.
I look forward to it.
Good. I love this form. The form, if you don't know what a form is a sequence of different movements that are done in a flowing fashion, a non-stop fashion, so that it's a free-flowing, moving meditation. And a form can take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes. There are a lot of different Qigong forms out there. This one, depending on how fast you move, can take 15 minutes, maybe 20, once you put all the steps together, and that's why it takes 6 weeks. So we're going to learn some of the beginning steps today. Next week, we'll repeat those. Of course, you'll practice in between. But next week, we'll repeat those and we'll add new steps. So each week, something new will be added. So please do practice so that you'll be, and again, we will review at the next class. So you will pick it up. And one of the terms that I like to stress, because as you learn something like this, and it's progressive, it can become stressful if you let it. Learning something new, and oh, you forget one and you worry about it, and don't worry. There is a Chinese term, a Taoist term, that is called Wu Wei, W-U-W-E-I, Wu Wei. And Wu Wei kind of means non-action, but a better way of saying it is, it means when we're faced with a challenge, like learning something new or any challenge, we do what we can in the moment, and then we let go and we step back. And then we come back to it, another moment, do what we can in that moment. Don't worry, let go, step back. So that's how I'd like us all to approach learning this. You'll get home this week and you will forget some of what we learned, and that's okay, because we're going to review it. But also, we're in a unique situation in that if you want, you can go back and look at the very first October class, October 4th, and you can pick up what you forgot. So lots of ways to keep up with it. And I think that's all we need to talk about today. We're going to begin, there are two cycles, two parts. There's the earth cycle and the heavenly cycle. We're going to begin to learn the earth cycle today. And so a lot of these terms are heavenly cycle, and we'll talk about them later. There's also a small piece of paper with the handouts that provides 2 links where you can watch my teacher, from whom I learned this form, talking about it and doing it on YouTube if you want to. His name is Michael Wynn, so you may find that interesting. But so remember that whatever the mind thinks, the body responds to, and that connects to the power of intention. So when I say we're gathering earthly energy, you intend it. When we're gathering energy from the stars, get that star energy and bring it inside. That's what we're doing. We're bringing these healing energies in. So let me show you let me show you the earth cycle and the start of the heavenly cycle. I won't go through the whole heavenly cycle because it's very repetitive. But I want, for any new people, I want you to see what we're going to be learning. And forgive me if I make a mistake. It's been a few weeks.
Wu Wei.
Wu Wei, right. Okay, so we always start facing east. So I'm pretending that this is east. And of course, I begin in my Wugi Pose. And I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to talk about what I'm doing right now. This is just so you get a visual of what it looks like. You're smiling. You can't see my smile, but it's there. Move from the shoulder blade. Lift your arm from the shoulder blade. Okay. So the first part was the earth cycle, and I faced east, and then I turned and faced north, and then I did a turn and faced west, and then I ended at south. So we're going to be gathering energies from the 4 directions too. And then there was a closing and just a very slight pause. And then I turned back to east, And I started a heavenly cycle. And I did heavenly cycle, east, north, west, south. And we finish here. And then we start over again. So we go through the 4 directions, as well as all the other energies that I talked about. But that's what the form looks like. There are some repetitions that I didn't do in showing you what I just showed you. But we'll get to those when the time comes. We're learning just the basic steps now. Any questions so far? Okay. If you are watching on Zoom and you have a question, feel free to call or text me, 804-971-7135. Okay, so let's begin learning the first steps. I'm going to try to move my arms the opposite. So if I tell you right arm, I'm going to be moving my left arm so that it'll be easier for you. I'll do my best. Okay, so Wugi Pose, Tai Chi pose. And let's take just a moment to ground. Get your breathing going in and out through your nose. You can leave your eyes open, just a soft focus on the ground. And now extend through roots or through fishing line or imaginary line. Extend down from the soles of your feet into the earth. Go as far as you can. Deep into the earth's energy. And then pause. And invite the heavenly energy to rise back up all that same pathway, all the way into the soles of your feet, up through your legs, into your hips, into your lower body. The Jan10, the center of energy. And continue to breathe into your Jan10 as the healing earth energy continues to rise up, filling the lower part of your body, grounding you to the earth, stabilizing your body. So we're grounded, we're ready to go. So let's begin. Earth energy up, pull it up with your hands. Heavenly energy down. Pull it down. Form a chi ball in front of the Jan10, right hand on the bottom. Okay, separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down, eyes follow the right hand. Rotate both wrists and then come back together in front. And separate again. Left hand up, right hand down. Rotate both wrists, come back together, but this time on the sides of a bigger chi ball, right in front of the heart. Okay, let's do that much. Ready? Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down, form a chi ball, right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang, right hand up, left hand down. Rotate both wrists, come back together in front of the Jan10, left hand on the bottom. Separate, left hand up, right hand down. Rotate your wrists. Come back together in front of the heart on the sides of the chi ball. Very good. Let's do it again. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball, right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang, right hand up, left hand down. Rotate the wrists. Come back together in front of the Jan10. Good. Separate again. Left hand up, right hand down. Rotate your wrists. Come back together in front of the heart on the sides of a bigger ball. Okay, something to maybe help you remember. When we form the chi ball in front of the dantian, most of the time, we're going to have right hand on the bottom. So if you can remember that, then when you separate, rotate and come back together, you're just automatically set up for the left hand to be on the bottom for the next time. Make sense? It automatically puts the body in the right position. Yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. So we start with the right hand on the bottom. Let's do that again. Earth energy up, heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball, right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Eyes follow the right hand. Rotate both wrists. Come back together in front of the dantian. Left hand on the bottom. This time, yeah. Because let's get our hands up here. Wait a minute. We separated like that. Rotate both wrists. When you come back together, what hand is ready to be on the bottom? Just naturally. Left hand. Yeah, okay. So if you get those wrists rotating properly, you'll be set up. Okay, we'll start at the beginning. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Eyes follow the right hand up. Rotate your wrists. Come back together in front of the dantian. Left hand on the bottom. That's okay. You're going to get it. No worries. Okay, rotate the wrists first. Okay, you went up like this. Now rotate both wrists. There. Okay. Can I come closer with the mask on? Okay. I'm going to stand behind you. Okay. So let's start out with right hand on the bottom. Okay, so separate. Yes, perfect. Now rotate both wrists. And now come together, left hand on the bottom. See how it's set up to be on the bottom? Because it's facing up once you rotate it. This one's up, this one's back. When you, after the first one, you rotate. And you don't turn it again. Yeah, that's what's happening. You're rotating again. So hold it. Yeah. When you rotate it, it's like this, and you don't rotate it again. You rotate. That's okay. You're going to get it. Don't worry. Yeah. It's amazing. We'll keep doing it, and just one time it will just flow from you. Wu Wei. Wu Wei. Okay. Ready? Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down. Rotate both wrists. Hold them in position, but come back together. Left hand on the bottom. Keep that arm straight when you bring it over. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, maybe that helps. Now, separate yin and yang again. Left hand up, right hand down. Rotate. This time we're going to come together at the heart on the side of the body. So it's just that one little spot that needs some working with. Okay, I'm going to get a sip of water. Okay, just for the heck of it, we're going to do a couple more. I'll lead us through a couple more steps after that, just so we don't get hung up on that, because it's going to come. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down. Rotate your wrists. Keep the arms straight as you move them back. Straight, straight, straight with the, yeah, left hand on the bottom. Good. Separate again. Left hand up, right hand down. Rotate. Come back together in front of the heart on the sides of the ball. Now, we're going to go lift it up way far into the heavens, gathering energy. Out through the cosmos, deep down into the earth, and pull it up through our feet, our legs, our torso, and into our heart. Let's just do that. So we were holding the chi ball right here. What we're doing, in a nutshell, is we're going up, out, down, and up. We're making a circle from the heart, out, and back to the heart, right? But we're going through the heavens, the world around us, the earth, and pulling all that into the body, into the heart. So it's a huge energetic move. Okay, so let's start here again. Lift it up to the heavens, gather some energy out through the cosmos, down into the earth, pull it up through your feet, your legs, your torso, and into your heart. Okay. Now, one thing I want everybody to hear about this. When we do this move and we go down to the earth, you don't want to go, you don't want to bend at the hips. You want to go bend the knees, reach, extend your energetic fingers deep into the earth and pull up that way. So the back is straight and not bent. Okay. And don't worry if you don't get it, it'll come. That's just something to keep in mind. You get it. Let's do that part one more time. We're holding this ball, heart level. We're going to take it up to the heavens, out through the cosmos. Bend the knees, reach down into the earth. Right, pull it up through your feet, your legs, your hips, your torso, all the way and into your heart. Very good. So now let's start at the beginning. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Rotate both wrists. Keep your left arm straight when you come back together so it's on the bottom. We're not going to rotate. We're going to bring it in straight. Yeah, you got it. Now separate yin and yang again. Left hand up, right hand back. Rotate your wrists. Come back together at the heart. Take this ball up to the heavens. Out through the cosmos, deep into the earth, reach with your fingers, up through your legs, your torso, and into your heart. Very good. Okay. Let's do it one more time, and then we're going to do some memory work on the mat. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Eyes follow the right hand. Rotate your wrists. Come back together with straight arms. Left hand on the bottom. Separate again. Left hand up. Right hand down. Rotate your wrists. Come back together on the sides of the ball at the heart. And take it up to the heavens. Out through the cosmos, deep into the earth. And pull all of that up through the legs and body into the heart. Very good. Now what I want us to do is we're going to really work with the mind, body, and the muscle memory. So we're going to lie on our backs on our mats, And I'm going to call out the steps from the beat. We're going to get grounded in that position. And you're going to feel your body in that position as if you were standing. I'm going to call out the steps, and we're going to go through it in our mind, but our body's going to respond. Our body is going to not move the legs and arms, but it's going to connect with what our mind is thinking in response to what I'm saying. It's going to put it together in a different way than actual movement. Okay? Yeah, if you have back issues, please bend your knees or put a pillow under them. Take a couple moments to get comfortable. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just put your awareness on your breathing in and out through your nose. Nothing forced. Arms beside you on the floor. And now in your mind and with your body connecting in its own way, you are standing in the Wugi position, feeling grounded, breathing in and out through your nose, and you are feeling ready to begin. So we're going to bring earth energy up, heavenly energy down, and form a chi ball with the left hand on the bottom in front of the dantian. We're going to separate yin and yang, left hand up, right hand down, eyes follow the left hand. Rotate both wrists and then bring them back together in front of the dantian, right hand on the bottom. I'm sorry, left hand on the bottom. Separate again, left hand up, right hand down, eyes follow the left hand. Rotate both wrists, bring them together on the sides of the chi ball in front of the heart. Lift it up way into the heavens. Extend your energetic fingers and lift it up there. Pull it down through the cosmos in front of your body. Keeping your back straight, but bending your knees. Reach it down deep into the earth. And then pull all of that fresh healing energy up through your feet, your legs, your lower belly, your ribs, and into your heart. And then just take a few breaths. We're going to do that once more.
When we do breathing, are we doing breathing from our chest or breathing from our belly?
Well, different people may be doing it differently because some people have more tension in their body. And so they're going to be shallow breathers. And they perhaps can only get a deep breath for them is down to the heart. And if they breathe in and out slowly, just that short distance, for a bit, it will gradually, the breath work will soften and relax the chest muscles. And let it go deeper next time. And continue to relax them and let it go deeper. Some people are already breathing into the belly. And so, yes, we do want to breathe down as low as we can, but not in a forceful way. If you naturally breathe that deep, then do that. But so what I'm saying is, we don't want to force our breathing. We want it to be comfortable breathing, but breathing into the belly is great. Now, one of the other Qigong teachers explained, and this was interesting to me, I think it's very helpful to some people. You remember in the people with COVID who were hospitalized on ventilators, having such trouble breathing, they turned them on their stomachs. Remember hearing that in the news? They turned them on their stomachs because the bulk of the lungs are closer to the back than to the front of the body.
Okay.
And so it took pressure off. So this instructor says another way to do belly breathing is to breathe into the back of your lungs, and automatically the belly rises. But if you don't need to try to learn that if it doesn't work for you. I'm just sharing that because I think it's fascinating.
Just go with whatever.
Go with whatever is comfortable, and you can play with that later if you want to. But he's right. When I breathe into my back, which is my lungs at the back, the diaphragm's going to push down anyway. My belly is going to rise. But he's suggesting we can fill the lungs sometimes more easily in the back than in the front. So that's just an aside that I think is very interesting, and I actually like breathing that way. But there's no right or wrong. We want it to be comfortable. We're not forcing. And an important thing to know is if someone has trouble getting a deep breath, that's nothing to feel bad about. It just means that there's some stress or tension that has these chest muscles and abdominal muscles tight. And what a gift that our breathing, if we approach it in a meditative manner, what a gift that our breathing can soften and relax those muscles. And if we just stick with it, gradually we'll be able to relax that tension and breathe deeper and deeper. And it may take several practice sessions. Okay, so let's see ourselves back in the Wugi position, feeling grounded, breathing in and out through our nose, and feeling ready to begin. So we're going to bring earth energy up, heavenly energy down, and form a chi ball with the right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang, eyes following the right hand as it goes up. Rotate both wrists, come back together in front of the Dantian with the left hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang again, left hand up, right hand down, eyes follow the left hand. Rotate both wrists, come back together on the sides of the ball in front of the heart. Lift this chi ball up to the heavens, out in front, down, bringing it down through the cosmos toward the earth, and then go deep in the earth. And then pull it up through your feet and legs, your lower belly, and into your heart. Were you able to follow that? Good. Okay. Just a different way of putting the movement into the mind and the body. So let's stand back up and we'll do some actual movement again. We'll just repeat. Doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just got a little busy, so I had to pause.
Yeah, to get up slowly myself. Blood pressure. Okay. Ready? Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down. Rotate both wrists. Come back together. Left hand on the bottom. Good. Separate yin and yang. Left hand up, right hand down. Rotate both wrists. Come together in front of the heart. And now take it up to the heavens. Out through the cosmos. Deep into the earth. Pull it up through your feet and legs. Into the torso and into your heart. Okay. Now, I'm going to do it and call out what I'm doing. And you watch just another way of taking in information about the movement. And then we'll do it together again. Okay, so I'm going to, well, I'll face you. Okay. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down. Eyes follow the right hand. Rotate both wrists. Come back together. Left hand on the bottom. Separate again. Left hand up, right hand down. Eyes follow the left hand. Rotate both wrists. Come back together on the sides of the ball in front of the chest. Take it up to the heaven, out through the cosmos, deep into the earth, and pull it up through the feet and legs and torso and into the. Okay. We'll do it a couple more times together. Ready? Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down. Rotate the wrists. Come back together. Left hand on the bottom. Good. Separate yin and yang. Left hand up, right hand down. Rotate the wrists. Come together on the sides of the ball. Take it up through the heavens, down through the cosmos. Reach deep into the earth. Pull it up through the feet, the legs, torso, and into the. Any questions? Let's do it once more. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the ball. I'm sorry. Separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down. Rotate the wrists. Come back together. Left hand on the bottom. Great. Left hand up. Right hand down. Rotate. Come together on the sides of the ball. Take it up to the heavens. Down through the cosmos. Deep into the earth. Pull it up through the legs and the torso to the heart. I think we should do it once more because you had it just right that time. Let's lock it in.
You're really gonna push it.
So
We'll wait.
Okay. Earth energy up. Heavenly energy down. Form a chi ball. Right hand on the bottom. Separate yin and yang. Right hand up, left hand down. Rotate the wrists. Come back together. Left on the bottom. You got it. Separate again. Left hand up, right hand down. Rotate the wrists. Come back together on the sides of the ball in front of the heart. Take it up to the heavens. Out through the cosmos. deep into the earth, up through the legs, through the torso. Very good. Now, what's the key to keeping it? Practicing as soon as you get home. Yeah, definitely practice as soon as you can. If that's 5 o'clock, if that's 1 o'clock, definitely before bed tonight. Because, and another thing, you know, you're going to have this handout that lists in words every step that we're doing. You can read through that. And as you read in your mind's eye, you can feel it in your body, kind of like what we did on the floor. There are lots of ways to get this in the muscle and the mind and to connect that. You can watch the Zoom video. If you wake up tomorrow and you go to practice and darn it, you forgot a step, put the Zoom on or pull this up. Let it use your tools and you'll get back on track. But if you're still confused, please don't hesitate to call me or text me. Okay? Yeah. So we've learned a lot today. We learned a big part of the Earth cycle. And next week, we will repeat all of this, but we'll add, we bring it to our hearts, and we're going to take it to the moon, to the sun, to the stars, and then we're going to learn a turn. We're still in the Earth cycle. Yeah, all of that part is heavenly, and that'll come like week 4. But anyway, so we're going to learn some more and maybe a turn. There are 2 turns to learn. So it will all come together. After week 2, this is what you learned today, you'll have it. And you'll just be adding a couple more steps, you know, so you really will do well. And if you're having an off day, woo what? Yeah. Yeah, so have a good week. And thank you for your interest. I love this form. I love sharing it, and I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for your passion.
You're welcome.
Your grace and your patience.
God bless you and everyone in Zoom land. Cut this off. Have a good week. Have a good practice.